Would you like to improve your memory and simplify your life? Here are 6 areas that I have simplified that have helped my memory. Welcome to Minutes with Maria. I'm Maria, and if you're feeling overwhelmed and burdened and would like tips about simple living for a healthy life, then you have come to the right place. Simple living can be a powerful tool for improving our memory. By simplifying our lives and eliminating excess clutter and distractions, we can free up mental space and improve our ability to focus, which in turn can enhance our memory. So here are 6 specific areas that I have simplified that have improved my memory. First, the obvious one is to clear the physical clutter in our environment. A cluttered and chaotic environment can be a major source of distractions, which can make it difficult for our brains to focus and retain information. By simplifying our surroundings and reducing the number of distractions we encounter, we can create a better environment for memory retention. Plus, by cutting the clutter, we have less to remember to maintain. I love houseplants, but I had to make myself stop buying so many because first, I have forgotten to water some of these plants, and 2, I can't keep track of the different types of care some of these plants need. Some plants can only be watered once a month, while others need it once a week, and others are in between. So I picked a few similar plants so their care is the same. Next are schedules. I hate to admit this, but I forgot one of my physical therapy appointments a few months ago, and I really like my therapist. So it's not that I forgot something that I don't like, I just had too much going on that week and forgot about it. Even though I have appointments written in my planner and phone calendar, I just forgot. So now I choose certain days of the week to make appointments. Like I don't make appointments on Mondays and Tuesdays because that's when I tend to be busy at work, and I space appointments and activities out, or I try to schedule ones that are in the same location on the same day. Also, in simplifying my schedule, I have time to pray, journal, and unwind to make sure I can de-stress and refresh my mind each day. Third, minimize multitasking. When we try to do too many things at once, our brains become overwhelmed and it becomes difficult to retain new information. By simplifying our workload and focusing on one task at a time, we can improve our memory by giving our brains the undivided attention they need to absorb and retain new information. As a professor, there are a lot of tasks to do and things to keep track of. I used to check emails every time I heard my notification go off, and sometimes that would take me away from the task that I was doing, and then I would go down a rabbit hole where I would do random tasks that led to more randomness. Now, if I have a task to complete, I focus only on that one activity. I set a timer for an hour or so to do that task and only that task, and I turned off the notification and allowed myself a certain time each day to check my email. I know my students will survive if I don't get to them right away. Next, my nightly routine. I will admit that now that my children have grown and are on their own, this simplification has become easier. However, now that my evenings are less busy, I have a tendency to want to fill it with things that I want to do, learn, and explore, which is good, but sometimes I stay up later than I want. So I still need to cut out some of the unnecessary activities in my evening and focus on my routine, because the main goal of simplifying my nightly routine is to improve my sleep. A good night's sleep is crucial for our memory, as it is during this time that our brains can rest and reorganize itself in order to store new information. Therefore, by simplifying our schedules and create a relaxing bedtime routine, we can improve the quality of our sleep and enhance our memory. I made a video about my nightly routine, which I will include a link in the description below and at the end of this video. What do you think so far? Are there areas that I mentioned or that you have that need to be simplified so you can improve your memory? Please let us know in the comments below. Then hit the like button if this video is helping you so far. Fifth, my responsibilities. I know this sounds bad, but as a new empty nester, I do have more free time, and part of me is thinking I can work more or volunteer more or just do more. But I realize that now I have the time, why don't I just do my current responsibilities better? I complained when I was feeling overwhelmed when I had too much to do. So why would I want to stretch myself too thin again? And I've given myself permission to relax, take better care of myself, and enjoy life more and not feel guilty. I grew up with a mindset that I needed to be productive and constantly busy to feel worthy, but that's not true. I just survived being an active parent, so it's okay to take things easier now. I do have a list of things I would like to do, like classes I want to take for fun and community groups that I can join, but I will add them in as I feel comfortable. And lastly, my attention. Have you ever left your house and then wondered if you locked the door? I know I have. I think when I do something so routine that I don't think about it, so my mind wanders to something else, like the next errand on my list or my conversation with my son that morning. So I don't know if it's correct to say that I'm simplifying my attention, but rather I need to be mindful of what I am currently doing and be present in the moment. So I guess I'm forcing myself to simplify my thoughts to my current action or state of mind and not be consumed by worry or my next step. So sometimes when I leave the house, as I lock the door, I say to myself out loud, I'm locking the door. Then I will remember that I did that. What can you simplify so that you improve your memory? Simplifying my life has definitely helped me in so many ways, one of which is sleep, which I mentioned before. So if you have trouble sleeping, check out this next video to find out how simplifying can help you sleep better.